This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 348 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Colling Jr. And with me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, this week, it is the go-home show before Destination X. We're on Destination X, our premiere event, our premiere match. The match that is bringing everybody to the Impact Zone. It has been on our TV screens each and every week, is focusing on a six-man tag where the TNA World Champion Kurt Angle is teaming up with his buddies AJ Styles and Tomko, who are the TNA Tag Team Champions, against Kevin Nash, Christian Cage, and Samoa Joe. But Dallas, last week was a pretty good episode. What are we looking forward towards this week? Because guess what? We don't know anything. They didn't promote nothing for the go-home show.
I know. I feel like the draw is that it's the go home show, but they didn't even try to hype that up to us. We don't really have anything to look forward to. So will this be a good episode? I don't know. I guess time's going to tell.
What if it's like that one episode of Raw on IcoPod where it was all video packages and there was one match?
And we didn't even realize for like half of it.
Really.
Yeah. And then you said I did that to you on our show here, rewatching a Jeff Jarrett match that happened like weeks before. I have trouble remembering why did they re-air that match?
I don't know, but it was against Lex Levette, and it was like a month or something that they showed the same match.
I wonder why they did that. I don't remember.
And I never would have known.
Hey, if anyone is watching or listening through the archives and also listening with us current day, and you happen to land on that, let us know. Send us a comment. Why did they do that match twice? I don't know. I really don't.
Remember that one time when we had to watch the same show twice?
We've done that more than once, didn't we? Or was it just the one big time? And it was a pay-per-view, wasn't it?
It was a weekly pay-per-view.
Weekly pay-per-view, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to pretend that we didn't just watch it, but then we were joking about how, wow, we were so surprised with some of the things because we literally watched it. We recorded it the same day, I think, even, didn't we?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. It happens. Tech issues happen.
It was a cage match with AEW and Triple X.
Oh, that's right. Because we were at least, or was it the Naturals?
No, it was Triple X.
No, it was Triple X. But at least I remember because that's right. Because we were like, okay, well, at least we know the match is good, so we can just watch it. It was so nice we had to watch it twice.
That's right.
It was a good time.
Yep.
Well, I hope not that I don't want to rewatch some of these shows, but like generally not within the same like week of watching them. So let's hope that does not happen, especially as we are finishing up heading toward Destination X. We're really got our knees, or maybe more of our ankles deep here in 2008. This is our third monthly pay-per-view that we're heading towards, so should be a fun one as the year continues. Let's do a quick rundown of the match card that we saw last week, and then I have some ratings news for you, Bob. And then I believe my other note here before we really get started is about the live show that may or may not happen. So we're going to chat about that very briefly, and then the rest of the notes will be taking place during today's show. So on the February 28th, 2008 episode of TNA Impact, we saw Biddy Williams and Scott Steiner defeat Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt in 8 minutes. Curryman and Sharkboy defeated Black Rain and Relic in 2 minutes, and that was after both members of Team 3D were unable to make weight, and so the match had to get switched around last minute because Sharkboy demanded. He didn't come out there for nothing. He wanted to whoop some ass and they fought some monsters instead. Then we saw the TNA World. It was like what is the actual title of it? It's like the Beer Drinking Championship, right? It was defended in a ladder match.
Yeah, but they're doing it. Well, it's like the Beer Championship Series.
Yeah.
So they're calling it. But the
Beer Drinking Champion, yeah. So it was defended in a ladder match. Now, Eric Young is the champion, or was, because James Storm defeated him in 8 minutes. It was technically a title change. I don't think we registered that while we were watching the show last week, but that was the case. James Storm is terrified of heights, so much so that he can't even get like 3 rungs up a ladder. So Elevation X should be quite interesting once we get to Destination X. He's fighting Rhino. Rhino did make an appearance after that match and attacked James Storm. I'll also point out, because it's not listed on the match card, that Robert Roode and Booker T had quite the confrontation. There was a lot of whipping involved with a belt, handcuffs. Tracy and Booker T were handcuffed to the ropes while Robert Roode and Peyton Banks kind of beat them down. I'm assuming we're going to see some kind of maybe tag team strap match or something like that, potentially at Destination X. Maybe we'll find out today. We also saw a non-title match as Awesome Kong defeated Angelina Love in 4 minutes, and then ODB and Gail Kim confronted Kong and kind of got into a whole brawl. And then finally, in the main event, Kurt Angle defeated Kevin Nash in 13 minutes to end the show. And it was as Bob noted during the show, Kevin Nash does not take pinfall losses too often. So it's kind of a big win, really, for Kurt.
Yep.
Now, that all being said, how do we do in the ratings? That's always the fun part, right? So, TNA Impact on February 28th. He actually has a typo here. He wrote 27th. It was the 28th. It did a 1.05 rating, but 1.6 million viewers worked out to the second largest amount of viewers in the history of the show. It did a 0.81 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.95 in males 35 to 49. I'll also point out that on March 31st, so AM Raw and TNA's replay kind of played late in the night. AM Raw did a 0.6 rating, and the TNA Impact replay did a 0.3, and it was actually on later than usual. Now, most of TNA's replays are always way down on nights of UFC, although Dave says, I wouldn't think it would be the case with the show this week, so that's kind of how that broke down. Now, we do have breakdowns for the show and the ratings, which is always kind of fun. Now, he notes the show didn't have the big opening quarter off CSI, as they opened at a 1.08. Williams and Storm versus Dutton. That's a typo. It's Williams and Steiner versus Dutton Lethal. Lost 46,000 viewers. Lots of backstage stuff with Young and Kaz. Karen Angle, Borash and Styles, and Team 3D failing to make weight. Lost 30,000 viewers. Shark Boy and Curryman versus Relic and Black Rain lost 15,000 viewers. The Rude Booker Angle, where Booker and Tracy were whipped, gained 152,000 viewers. Storm vs. Young in the ladder match lost 305,000 viewers. That's crazy during a ladder match. I feel like to lose that much, but Kong vs. Love with ODB and Kim involved gained 334,000 viewers and was once again the highest rated segment on the show with a 1.14. Then Angle vs. Nash lost 182,000 viewers to a 1.02 for the main event. While not every week is the same, the only real TNA pattern is most segments lose viewers. They usually pick up new viewers at 10 p.m., and wherever Kong is, the numbers go way up. And no matter who is in the main event and how well it was pushed, the numbers go down. Angle vs. Nash, first time ever, was promoted hard, and yet lost a significant number of viewers after the Kong match. But it seemed to happen more often than not, no matter who is in the main event. Dave says his impression from TNA is that they are very aware of the success of the women and expect a rise. They have no answers on how they can build a show to the main event, and it usually loses others than they do a large teenage audience that would have school, but then Raw's overruns at 11 p.m. shouldn't gain massive viewers each week with more of a young audience. They're more concerned with trying to move the numbers to consistent 1.2s. So pretty interesting.
Okay, hear me out. Excuse me. I wonder why in wrestling the go-to time frame is 9 to 11.
I don't know.
It's not like after 10 o'clock or something they're cussing and making it really super edgy. I feel like if you have a wrestling show, 8 to 10.
8 to 10 is ideal.
I mean, that's what it is now, isn't it? For like AEW?
AEW's 8 to 10. Is SmackDown 8 to 11 though? Is it 3 hours now?
I think it's 8 to 11. Yeah.
Regardless, it starts at 8.
Right. So that's what I think. If it's a 2-hour wrestling show, 8 to 10. 8 to 10.
Yeah. It's
staying up. I remember as a kid staying up till 11 o'clock for Raw was like, oh fuck, dude, I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow for school or whatever. Like,
I used to fall asleep.
yeah.
I could not stay up.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense when you think
summer
about it.
you could. The summer I could. Like, who cares?
Right.
But
it's just super interesting to see. No matter what, it always drops, which would explain why. I mean, I remember there was a few shows last year. Was it? I think it was even when they did Sting and Kurt Angle on Impact. They opened the show with it. I kind of get why they would have done that. Coming off of either UFC or whatever else, you're seeing the match you want to see first. Then they can kind of hopefully stay hooked for the rest of the show. But then at least the match you wanted people to see and get eyes on happen, pop a big rating to start, and then if it's going to go down anyways, it's going to go down.
So here's what I would do, right? If your women in general are popping ratings or maintaining ratings, why don't you just have your promoted main event kick off the show? And don't say like main event, the featured match, right? The featured match next week is boom. That starts off your show, and then your second half is the knockouts, whether it be Kong or anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to feel gypped if I start the show with Kurt Angle wrestling whoever, and at the end of the show it's Awesome Kong or Angelina Love or whatever. I mean,
totally.
If I don't want to watch them at that point, then I just won't watch them. The mass audience will, apparently.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think it's a great point.
So just shift it. Who cares? Just shift it around.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of big shows that hopefully will be promoted, we talked about the rumor of the live show for March 27th. It's the week of WrestleMania in Orlando. So it'd be a pretty big event. Well, lucky for us, Spike TV has officially agreed to do that live TNA show. So far, it's only for that week, though. So TNA will be Thursday and Friday. So the air date of on April 3rd will be that Friday taping. And then Saturday tapings, air date April 10th. And at this point, will be at 3 p.m. So not to conflict with the WWE Hall of Fame. So they're already kind of switching around a little bit of things here. Now, Thursday should be super hot, turnaway crowd, as you not only have regulars knowing it's live for the first time, but you have tourists in the city for WrestleMania. Now, Friday does go head-to-head with Ring of Honor. Dave says, in my mind, the March 27th show is one of the most important in the history of the company. They've done pay-per-views live, but that's different without having to hit commercial breaks. So there is that aspect. They need to start building programs that peak on that show, because the ratings on that show are far more important than the pay-per-view numbers, because Spike will look at them closely. My feeling is that they'll need to start pushing the date hard at the next taping, like WWE does with their 3-hour Raws, because if they get over that it's special and can move the ratings, Spike will want them live more often. They also need to hit one huge angle, probably with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe, since their cage match is supposed to be happening at Lockdown on April 13th. So hopefully they won't instead do 8 huge angles that nobody remembers when they are over. Now, as a little bit of a side note to this, because technically our notes today are split between 2 Observer newsletters, he notes that there really aren't any major plans right now for this live show. There is talk of doing something interactive with the show to take advantage of it being live. There are no plans to move tapings from Monday, Tuesday, aside from Mania weekend. So the taping changes that we just heard, that's only for this weekend. So I guess we'll see.
They should do like a Taboo Tuesday gimmick.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Because I feel like the interactivity, I mean, if at least fooled me as a kid. I was like, I gotta buy this pay-per-view on a Tuesday.
Well, they've long claimed that it was on the up and up.
I feel like
Vince McMahon was like, it needs to be straight up. We cannot.
Oh,
that's
really?
why like Shelton Benjamin winning the Intercontinental title. They did not think he was going to win the vote. I think.
Oh, that's.
I can't remember who. I think they were thinking like Batista or somebody would win it, and then Shelton did, and they're like, "Oh shit, okay, well, I guess you're going over."
Hey, there you go.
So they would also make it pretty obvious who you should vote for.
Well, and then they do the thing where it's like, do you want to see a street fight, a hardcore match, or a no DQ match?
The same stipulation with different
no matter what they do, they're going to wrestle the same exact match, no matter what you vote for.
That's right.
Yeah, yep. But it was still fun. So I guess we'll see.
Even like so, like WCW. I don't mean to go on a tangent here, but WCW would do that all the time, especially on like before Nitro was a thing. On like main event, they'd have like special live episodes, and they'd be like, "You can pick the main event," right? So it'd be a handful of mid carders, and then Sting, and then it'd be a handful of like mid carders, and then it'd be like Ric Flair. So it'd be like, okay, I don't think I'm going to vote for Alex Wright to take on the Blacktop Bully on this episode of main event. I think I'm going to vote for Sting and Ric Flair. I think that's what we're going to do.
If they had you back in the day, you'd be skewing the votes. You know what? Actually, I do want to see Blacktop Bully versus Alex Wright on main event.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I mean, everybody else is voting for like Sting against Avalanche, and that's cool and all. But like, I'm really jonesing for the Renegade to take on Bunkhouse Buck tonight. I don't know. I feel like we should just kind of do that.
That's some absolute shit you would do.
I would. I absolutely would. And if I was booking it, I'd be like, that's what the fans voted for.
Yeah.
Go out
exactly.
There. Go out there and give me 12 minutes.
Hell yeah. Okay, Bob. Quick pre-show notes today. That is all I have. We are going to talk about plenty during the show, and you'll see. Maybe there's some big things coming, some updates. Maybe there's some wonderful Kurt Angle interview notes. Maybe I have a big update on Johnny Fairplay. You'll have to tune in as we go through the show here to find out.
All right. Well, I'm going to guess that Kurt Angle's talking about MMA again, so that'll be fun. All right, well, let's get into it, guys. It's the March 6th edition of TNA Impact, and once again, it's the go home show. We're at Destination X. The approximate runtime for our this week is 1 hour 25 minutes and 46 seconds. I don't think I said this last episode, but if you want to watch along with us, it's over on TNA Plus, or it's also in your own personal collection. I think last week was the first time ever I have not said that.
Oh,
so that was weird.
Now they're going to think they can't watch Kurt Angle against Kevin Nash with us.
Yeah, just for the record, guys, last week's episode is on TNA Plus. They did not just skip a week with uploading their archive. It is there. Or if you have your own version, which we do, that works as well. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say play, that is when the live watch will begin. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
As we're doing our normal TNA intro here, I have another dark match that may or may not be on Explosion, but I have no Explosion things that are happening anytime soon. And if for some reason this match appears that's not listed on our card, I'll apologize in advance. But before the show, Eric Young defeated Johnny Devine. And I say that it was before the show because last week's was after the show. So after Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash was when Lance Hoyt and Jimmy Rave defeated the Machine Guns. This episode, which is the day after, this was taped on February 26th, so the day after the other taping. They did the dark match first, which is kind of, I feel like, how you should do it, but what do I know?
That's how I would do it.
I've seen highlights from ODB and Kim going after Kong. Oh yeah, Karen, we can't forget this. Kurt shoved her down, boom. She hit the ground, she got a bloody nose, maybe broken.
Well, I like how there's exceptions to the rule.
Fighting for the Edge is the name of this episode.
Adam Copeland?
That's a very interesting name for the episode, I feel like.
There's exceptions though to this whole male on female violence because if you hit your wife, apparently that's okay.
It's kind of weird, right? Because the Charmel thing that we wouldn't show was a straight punch to the jaw. Right. Boom. Knock you out. This was like a push, but still definitely intentional. And then you'll see things where they'll like Booker T grabbed Tracy. Or sorry, Peyton Banks, not Tracy.
Yeah.
The way he grabbed her was kind of aggressive, but like that's okay because it's not like a punch, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see how different segments are working within this rule. And eventually it doesn't matter at all because eventually we start doing intergender matches, but not anytime soon.
Okay, so Kurt Angle's explaining here. AJ Styles is fighting Kevin Nash in a street fight. Tomko is wrestling Samoa Joe in a first blood match. And then Kurt Angle's got Christian Cage in a cage.
6 sides of steel tonight? And you didn't advertise that last week?
What are we doing?
You have 3 major matches before all these guys are going to be in one match in a couple days, and they don't advertise it?
Last week, they should have had Cornette come out and been like, things are getting out of hand, so next week we're having 3 singles matches, and then be like, each one will have a stipulation because it's getting out of hand.
Yep.
And then you have it here.
It's really interesting you mentioned Cornette because he was just not featured on last episode at all.
Right. That's yeah.
Which makes me think he's not at this taping at all.
Well, I feel like historically on the Go Home show, he has like a town hall meeting.
Oh. Hope not.
Hey guys, I'm in the ring and I'm going to run down the card for 15 minutes.
6 sides of steel, street fight, and a first blood. That's insane. Son of a bitch. We literally start in the ring, Jim Cornette, Matt Morgan. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
I actually have a Matt Morgan note. He apparently was offered a contract for the next season of American Gladiators, which begins filming in April. Dave says, I think that means he'll be gone from TNA, but that isn't confirmed, as he just got the contract on March 6th. So, who knows?
I want to point out, Cornette is running down the card for Destination
Literally.
X.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
So he's announcing the matches we just heard, and the crowd clearly is hearing it for the first time because they're cheering pretty loud about Street Fight and First Blood match. Yeah. And they're about to hear that they're going to get a cage match, and they're probably about to be hyped. Oh, that's really important. 6 Sides of Steel's first man to escape.
That is interesting.
Oh, wait. Okay. So whatever team wins more matches tonight gets an advantage at the show on Sunday at Destination X. What that means, I don't know.
This isn't like fucking Lockdown, dude.
They're acting like it is. He's bringing out the man who's facing Robert Roode this Sunday. Booker T.
Back-to-back weeks for Booker's in the first segment. Or
Booker
in-ring segment.
Booker does a lot of talking segments. No.
Can
Da-na-na-na-na.
you take it? Stucker. Oh no, what are we watching? Oh, the whipping. Great. Here's what I want.
Memories from last week.
Clearly, whips and chains don't excite Tracy Brooks.
No, they didn't.
No.
Booker, I want to thank you for coming out this Sunday night. This match with Robert Roode. So I'm assuming they're not doing the mixed match like we were kind of assuming.
Right.
You
think Charmel's coming back for Lockdown when they do it that way?
I don't like that idea.
I don't either. I want it to be just Roode and Booker straight up.
Oh, join together, wrist to wrist, 10-foot leather strap. So it is a strap match, but it's just a one-on-one. And now, as Cornette's saying, he can't run or hide. To me, that should be a lockdown stipulation. Wait, there's more. Tracy Brooks is in Booker's corner. Peyton is in Roode's corner. Oh. So if Roode wins, Peyton gets to whip Tracy. But if Booker gets to beat Robert Roode, then Tracy gets to whip Peyton. Yeah.
I would rather it just be a mixed tag strap match.
Me too. Me too.
That chicken hit and he gets cut off.
Oh, here comes Robert Roode. And he's pissed. And screw you, Cornette. Screw you, Booker T. Okay, so he's pissed. Okay, Roode says, screw everyone.
Screw all, yeah. Screw all the fans.
Unlike you, Booker, Robert Roode doesn't want to put a woman like Peyton Banks in harm's way. He would like to see a woman like Peyton Banks getting strapped, but to me, it's pathetic. It's against my moral fiber. Wow, so Roode has some morals. You might not know that by watching him on screen ever.
To be fair, he fucking punched Charmel in the face.
Shattered her jaw. They make sure we know it. For once in your life, be a man and fight your own damn battles. Oh, Booker says we don't gotta wait. We can do it right now. And he jumps out of the ring.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going at it.
Go get him.
We're going at it.
I'm more convinced now than ever that Charmel is going to be inside of the 6 sides of steel.
I feel like you might be onto something there.
And I think that she's going to pin Robert Roode.
I mean, okay, whatever.
Let me tell you, Security and Matt Morgan both suck. See you on Sunday. Yeah,
we're going to hear from the Unlikely Alliance, which is Kevin Nash, Samoa Joe, and Christian Cage. Do you like Kevin Nash's shirt that just says Nash, which is a merch shirt because someone in the crowd had it?
I'd wear that. Simple and effective.
To be fair, it's a pretty normal looking wrestling shirt, so
yeah,
all things considered.
Oh boy, Samoa Joe's mad.
There's no pinfalls. There's no tapping out. You leave, bleed.
Leave.
We've talked. It's old news. Three of us have come to an understanding. And more than that, we all understand business. Yeah, the wrestling business. We all understand the wrestling business. Keep pushing and pushing till you get what you want. It's called working the system. Maybe they should name their team The System. I don't know. Do you think anyone would ever do that?
Sure.
It might get you some heat in the back with the wrestlers. Might get you some heat with management. You don't think that every time Jim Cornette gets a knock at his door, he cringes? Because it might be Samoa Joe.
I'm sure he does.
I definitely would. Tonight they're going to pick the Angle Alliance apart one by one. So...
Not live, Christian.
Well,
it's taped.
I'd almost rather all three of these matches take place at Destination X. Is that bad?
Nope.
Instead of a 6-man match that apparently there's some sort of advantage now?
What could there possibly be an advantage of?
I have a feeling one guy's going to get like held back or put into a fucking shark cage or something.
I don't know.
AJ, brother, what you going to do when the Kevster and his 17-time surgically repaired knees run wild on you?
I just witnessed Samoa Joe smiling.
I'm actually really glad that Kevin Nash mentioned his repaired knees. And since this match is going to be next, here I go. I'm just going to go right into this. Kevin Nash said that even though he's well known for his knee problems, including 13 operations, he said his worst issue is his neck, saying that he has a couple of bulging discs, saying he's in pain 24/7 to the point it's unbearable. He's talking about either going into television production or running for a public office when his contract expires. He said that he doesn't want to be on the writing team at TNA, but wants to learn production and sell TNA TV shows in foreign countries. So apparently he's working on his retirement plan here. Not like he's going to wrestle for a couple more years. Definitely not.
Well, I also don't think that he's gonna like do a podcast or anything.
No. The Prince of Phenomenal is coming out here. In his street fight gear, dude. He's ready. Jeans, white shirt. AJ, marry me instead. There's a sign.
Evil Knievel.
His opponent from Detroit, so he's a heel at the house shows. Throwback to last week.
Who is?
Kevin Nash. He's from Detroit.
Oh,
Because of the machine guns.
yeah, that's right.
Those fucking heels from Detroit.
But that's only in the New York market.
True. Okay, so the back of the Nash shirt says The Big Sexy Tour 2008. That is an awful shirt.
I'd wear that.
There's someone, you'll see it right there, right in the front, at the ground on the front row. Nash. Look, he's holding up. Oh, there's two of them. He must be new at this taping.
Yeah, definitely. Now, is it his shirt or did they make the shirt?
I feel.
And there's nothing on the back of it.
No, I feel like it's a merch shirt. I wonder if I can find it online. AJ going right after Kevin Nash.
Well, and you know it's a street fight because they're both wearing jeans.
Exactly. Kevin Nash, TNA shirt, 2008. There's a trading card of him wearing the shirt. Okay, so it's not at least easy to find, put it that way. So if you find this Kevin Nash shirt, you might have a gold mine.
Well, 2 people in Orlando, Florida, at least in February of 2008, have that shirt.
That might be the only ones, I'm going to be honest. Because I'm not seeing any other evidence here.
That's got to be a merch shirt because on the top of it has like
Yeah,
like the TNA logo or something.
Well, we're fighting at my favorite part of the arena where usually people get thrown through a wall. Oh, we're back from commercial and we're back in the ring. Let's check out what went down during the commercial. Oh, this is sponsored by 10,000 BC from Warner Brothers as AJ jumped off the bleachers with a flying forearm, takes out Nash on the floor in the crowd. Oh, big side slam by Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
I think you need to get this shirt. It's the Earl Hebner shirt that says "Damn right." Oh, it went away. Damn right, I did it.
I would absolutely not wear that.
Damn right, I did.
People freaking buy that shirt.
It's signed by who? Let's see. Earl and Brian Hebner.
Of course it is.
Oh, that's awesome. If you look up
one of the more.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that I'm looking up vintage TNA shirts during this match now, and they're all 2X.
Oh,
all of them.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the one thing that I find really weird is that Earl and Brett kind of like made up about the screw job thing, and then you have Earl like still leaning into it.
Oh yeah,
selling shirts about how he did it.
I feel like I just saw recently that Kevin Nash with the win, big choke slam to get the pin on AJ.
That wasn't really much of a street fight.
No, it wasn't. They just brawled in the crowd briefly, but that was about it. I actually kind of had high hopes for this one. They
brawled in the crowd, and he did knee lifts. There's like no weapons.
No weapons at all.
What is the point?
AJ's laid out in the ring. We're going to send it to Crystal, who's standing by with the alter ego of Dustin Rhodes, Black Rain.
Oh, no. Oh.
What's wrong with Misty? Does she stink?
Do you stink?
You think you stink? Get out of my face, Aragon. You're scared of monsters, aren't you? Well, look at this one right here. Because I like torturing people like you. Whatever you see in a movie, it's only in a movie. This is the real thing right here. Yes. You die. My heart took my Misty. That will not be. I'll be looking for you tonight. And you missed it. Destination X. I will eat your face off.
Okay. My favorite part of that interview was Crystal walking up being like, Black Rain, I don't like talking to you. And then he immediately starts being like, yo, do you stink? I've come to really like Crystal. I think she's a pretty dang good interviewer backstage.
Yeah, she's fine. Is she better than Letitia? Probably. But is Letitia hotter? Yes.
I don't know if I agree.
No, she is.
But it is either one.
Crystal. Okay, this is what I'm going to compare it as. Crystal is the type of girl that you're marrying. Letitia is the girl you have on the side that will do everything that your wife will not do.
Well, maybe that's why I like Crystal. But
Oh, that's why I like Letitia.
important question here. Is either one of them better than Goldilocks? No. The answer's no.
No.
Still the best backstage interviewer they've had.
Well, because she has like no nonsense.
What I like about Crystal is I feel like she's finally warmed up to like her role. Like it doesn't feel like she's just reading off a script anymore, even if she is.
Mm-hmm.
We are now backstage once again with Crystal with Black Machismo and his lady, SoCal Val.
I thought he was going to smack her.
Come here a little closer. Business first.
Oh my god.
He's going to pop a little Petey Pump. He's going to play with a little Cupid's arrow. He said something about next week, and I can't wait, SoCal Val said. So maybe a little celebration of some kind or something? Live celebration in the ring, potentially, with a bed?
Could you imagine? Sweet little innocent SoCal Val just fucking get obliterated in the ring. That'd be great. Good Lord.
Wait, that's another good example of the man-on-woman violence. Remember when Brother Ray pulled her in the ring by her hair? How is that okay?
Was that on TV though, or was that on
Shit,
paper?
that might have been on pay-per-view.
I think that was
Okay, never mind.
Because that was like the street fight.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Street fight.
Wait, something's going on in the back. Let's go check it out now. What's Tracy and Peyton? Look at
Which one's which?
I honestly
Mike?
couldn't see for a minute which one it was.
The one that just left is
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that she like dyed
The
her
only
hair to
reason
look
why
like her.
Oh yeah, no, she's committed to the party.
I like it. Peyton's like trying to escape, and Tracy just keeps going at her. Okay, we cut back. So
Well, Peyton's trying to escape, and it's like she can't open any door. Are they all locked in one room together?
That's funny. JB just went over to Eric Young, he gets the shit scared out of him. He's like, "Hey, Eric." He's like, "Ah, I'm staying away from the monsters."
Dude, I know what they're gonna do.
What? Kaz isn't even here.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
He said, "Kaz isn't even here. I don't even know if he's gonna make it to the pay-per-view."
Killer spell every time he says it. Relic, which is killer spell backwards.
I feel like they stopped saying that, and then now he just keeps bringing it up.
He keeps on doing it. I think the long-term storytelling here is that Abyss comes back to help Eric Young.
Oh, like he finds his own monster to help him?
He's the monster Abyss. So like a friendly monster, I guess.
I could see that.
Abyss helps him out.
I feel like, in my opinion, that would have to be like the end all be all for Black Rain and Relic then.
Oh, right. Yeah, because the good monster kills the bad monster.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to write him out. Oh, we're getting a battle royal here. Here come the Machine Guns, the Rock and Rave Infection. Thank you, Cleveland. Jay Lethal. I have a lot of notes for a lot of the people who are popping up right here.
It's one of my favorite bits. It was Jimmy Ray being like, "Thank you, Des Moines," and it's like, dude, you're in Orlando.
LAX?
Look at that.
No one's getting their entrance. Oh boy, Black Rain's out here. And Relic.
What is the point of this battle royal? Nothing?
I don't have an answer. Introductions in Battle Royal when we return. Oh, someone does get an entrance. Who is this?
Actually,
Oh.
Team 3D.
Destination X Battle Royal. That's what they're calling it. Destination X Battle Royal.
All these guys are on the pay-per-view, and now they're in the same.
I sort of feel like that's what it is.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Okay, we're seeing just the weight stuff. I'll wait to make sure they're not doing a weigh-in before I start spitting notes at you, but I have a few that I'm going to tell you during this match. Oh, they're doing the weigh-in. Okay, let's see before I say anything. Let's find out if Team 3D will be competing here today. So the winner of this match gets to name a stipulation for this Sunday on pay-per-view. I'm assuming for their respective match.
This is incredible. They cannot get underweight.
They're having trouble dieting.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you guys?
What is wrong with you? We didn't want to be in the stupid battle royal anyway.
I agree. I wouldn't want to do it either.
You know why we can't make weight? Because muscle weighs more than fat. This makes sense.
Well, I would believe that for Devon.
Anyone else? Okay, the bell has rung, so it's time for some dudes. I see Curryman in here as well. Shark Boy. PD. Okay. Machine
I
Guns.
see LAX is in there. Here comes Sanjay Dutt, who's not in the match.
He's collecting money ringside. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley appear on the March 8th episode of Made on MTV. Do you remember this, Bob? I feel like I've seen this.
Oh yeah, is it made like they want to like, oh, I want to be a cheerleader or something. So it's probably like, I want to be a wrestler.
That's correct. So they will be training a 14-year-old gay student to be a pro wrestler. Sabin was quoted as saying Chris Hendricks, who wanted to be a pro wrestler and was also flown to Orlando to train with some of the TNA guys, picked wrestling up real fast. The show concludes with a trios match with Hendricks and Sabin and Shelley against Petey Williams, Tyson Dux, and Nate Matson, which Bob actually just told me recently that Chris Sabin and Nate Matson have a very good explosion match.
From 2003.
From 2003. The storyline is that Hendricks, a member of the school choir, hates being stereotyped for being weak because he's gay and wants to be a pro wrestler to show that he's really tough. And yeah, so there you go. That's what happens on the episode of Made. Also, during this, since we have some X Division stars in the match, I want to tell you about. There's some big news here. And that's that the World X Cup is scheduled to be brought back for television and finishing up at the May pay-per-view.
Great.
So that's kind of cool. Now, word is they're just starting to work on this, so it's very new. So very preliminary ideas would include teams from US, Canada, Mexico, and Japan. Now, in the past, they've had major problems dealing with both Mexico and Japan, and no deals are locked in place. Now, for Japan, they do have a relationship with New Japan, but nothing is certain. In Mexico, due to Conan, they don't want anything to do with AAA, which leaves either dealing with Paco Alonso, who has never been receptive to cooperating with U.S. groups for any length of time, or using independent wrestlers. They would be high on getting Mystico, but the problem is, Dave says, I can't see Alonso allowing 4 of his top guys to work several Mondays and Tuesdays as they run those dates in Mexico. The U.S. team is expected to be Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt. The Canadian team will probably have Petey Williams, Johnny Devine, Tyson Dux, and one other. And just to kind of bounce off of that, we mentioned Mystico. Jesus. Apparently, he himself has sent feelers to TNA. which Dave says kind of surprises him. If you think about it, it could be his way to test out a break into the U.S. market while being able to keep his spot in Mexico. It's all very prelim at this point because of his schedule in Mexico and value there. Most likely he'd be best an occasional special attraction type performer. So it's a lot kind of coming together for the World X Cup to potentially fall into place. Seeing Mystico here would be pretty sweet, though, in 2008, but we'll see.
Relic just eliminated Shark Boy with the press slam. Scott Steiner in this match helped Petey Williams by eliminating Hernandez at one point, but then was ejected for trying to eliminate Eric Young at one point.
There goes Black Rain. So who's left in this match? We have Jimmy Rave, Black Machismo, Petey Williams, and Curryman, and Relic.
You know who I hope is in the World X Cup is a man that we haven't seen and going on almost 4 years. He is known for a McDonald's commercial, and that would be Shocker.
McDonald's commercial.
Shocker.
Oh, Shocker. Oh my God. Holy crap.
I did say McDonald's commercial because he was in it. That's how Dusty Rhodes liked him.
I missed you saying Shocker, so I couldn't think about who it was. That's funny.
Nice super kick by Relic, which is killer, spelled backwards.
Speaking of people that Dusty worked with and people liked, Johnny Fairplay. This is the last time I'm saying anything about Johnny Fairplay, Bob. He hasn't been signed. And Dave says, I haven't heard a final decision, but it's his gut that it's not going to happen. So that's it. I'm not talking about Johnny Fairplay anymore.
There would be no reason for him to be here. None.
Not at all. We have quite a weird mix.
Especially when he lasted a week.
Well, right.
He lasted 1 week.
Yeah. That's, I think, the biggest thing, right? We have a weird mix of people left in this match. It's Jimmy Rave, Curryman, and Relic.
We have a rock star that doesn't know what town he's in.
The Spice Rack.
We have Curryman. Oh, we got him.
Curryman's got to win, I feel like. Get Relic out. Because what is Relic doing at the pay-per-view anyways?
Well, I would assume there's something going on with these monsters in Eric Young.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, you're right. Oh, Relic and Black Rain against Kaz and Eric Young. Okay, well, there you go. They told us. Oh my God, Curryman just landed on Jimmy Rave, so he was not eliminated. That's kind of good,
That's fair
dude.
too.
That's pretty good. Wow, Curryman lariated
Curry with the lariat.
Relic out of the ring. Now, what's Curryman's match? Destination X. Okay, what's the match, Don? Tell us. Oh, against Team 3D. Oh, because they're going to try to make weight and fight Shark Boy and Curryman now on pay-per-view? Yeah, okay. Is it going to be like an eating contest? Wait, he's got the mic. He's just saying wrestler names to talk. Oh my God. Oh, Shark Boy came in and took the mic. Quit your damn bitching and carping. Technically, it's Japanese if you're scoring at home, like today says. We're facing the two biggest, fattest pieces of trash, Team 3D. Holy shit. Well, fat boys, it's like this. If you lose that match to us at Destination X, or if you don't manage to make weight to begin with, then you two are gone from TNA for good.
Okay.
If you want to see those two jelly
I don't
bellies
like that
gone.
stipulation.
Their contract could be up. Hell
They're
yeah.
not gonna fucking be gone. Give me a break. Oh, that's for if they make weight or not.
Yes. Fish market street
Fish
fight.
market street fight.
We're going to throw so much seafood at you. You're going to think you're at a damn Red Lobster buffet. Hell yeah. Instead of stuffing the food in your big fat faces, we're going to shove it right up your big fat basses. Not asses, basses.
Asses.
And that's the fishing line. Because Shark Boy said so. They better slap him with a fish. That's all I'm saying. We better slap someone with a fish. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
Roxy's in the back. Turns out she was right. Angelina Love going over to Roxy. Hey, come here.
They're talking to her like she's a child.
Yeah, and she's Angel Petter.
Or like a pet.
Come here. Velvet Sky and I want to apologize for mocking you last week on your premonition. Because you were totally right.
Yeah, totally wrong.
We were dead wrong. Totally wrong.
Dead wrong.
Even beautiful people make mistakes. Oh. Next week, right here in Impact, Velvet and Angelina Love. Oh, they're going to give Roxy a makeover next week.
Oh, no.
Bob, I think they're going to turn heel soon.
I think they already did.
Yeah, I think they just did in this segment.
Right? I think they just did. The beautiful people.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Oh, man.
No, Tomko versus Samoa Joe looks to be up next.
Yeah. You know what? They're really good friends to not have their friend pay them for a makeover. That's nice.
True.
Good friendship. One half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Tomko, who no longer works for New Japan Pro Wrestling, so he should be here every single time.
That's right.
And Samoa Joe in a first blood match. He never goes back to New Japan? Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct. And he loved it, so that's so sad.
That's really weird. Yeah, that's like really weird.
His career really, I mean, when I was looking on our last episode, it tapers off within the next couple of years, and then it looks like he just does a couple little things, and then that's it. I mean, let's see again here. I mean, he ends in 2013. He wrestles 8 times. His last match.
Looks like he has a brief tour in Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle was his last time in Japan in 2009. And then he doesn't leave Florida, I don't think, for any wrestling. Nope, it's all in Florida for the rest of his career. We're back from commercial, and shit has hit the fan already with these two. Drawing near the commentator's table, and Tomko just tried to use the hammer from the ring bell on Samoa Joe, but he didn't allow that to happen.
So basically, after any type of strike here with a weapon or anything, we're gonna be checking for blood.
You gotta like do it on the fort like this. Are you bleeding?
Is everything okay?
Look at he hit him against the stairs. You gotta check it.
I'll check. It's just like an I quit match. Like every single hold, it's like, do you quit? Do you quit? Oh, you quit?
So I don't want to be that guy, but Tomko's gonna win this because Kevin Nash won the first match.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
And then
Because there'd be no point.
right, and then I feel like heels get the advantage usually, so then it's gonna be Kurt Angle.
Right.
That is not always the case, but a lot of times it's the case.
Yeah, usually.
Pile driver on the ramp.
Check it. Check
his head. Is Tomko bleeding? I just want to point out I really like the blue trunks that Samoa Joe's wearing. I think it's a really cool color.
Is this your favorite Samoa Joe attire?
Honestly, it might be now because inside the impact zone where there's red and everything, that blue pops. He looks so cool.
Maybe you should be friends with him.
Oh, big lariat by Tomko.
What?
If you're following along with us, by the way, we were at 42 minutes, 23 seconds, so we're pretty much around that second hour mark.
I think we are in the second hour.
I feel like we probably are as well.
You know what? We should have, this whole time, we should have watched the impacts with commercials.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Okay, we're going to go into our 4.5 commercial break now.
Well, you could have got your notes in at that point.
I mean, you're not wrong. In that regard, it would be that would be kind of nice. Okay, Tomko has that really weird chin lock in where he kind of holds his own wrist on one side. I don't really understand this move because Samoa Joe could just slop to the left a little bit and pop right out of it, but
Don't try to find logic in wrestling.
yeah, but there's some things you just kind of have to, and that was just one. I just didn't like that.
No, dude, don't. It's not worth it.
Samoa Joe is victorious. Then the unlikely alliance will be 2-0, and they will get that advantage for the first 5 minutes. Is what the deal is. Whatever that is, we really don't know still. Look how it crushed him, Mike.
Crushed him.
Tomko drops down to the floor, grabs a steel chair, brings it into the ring. Yeah, he wants to use that to open up Samoa Joe to make him bleed. He's going to wedge it in the corner. And by all wrestling logic, that means he's going to be the one who runs into that. See, Samoa Joe stops himself. High knee to Tomko by Samoa Joe. Irish whip, and there you go. Tomko goes into the chair that he lodged into the corner.
I'm gonna say right now, I really don't like how this match is being portrayed.
Is it the constant checking for the bleeding, or?
Yeah, it's way too much of a focus on making someone bleed. It should just be organically, like, naturally happening.
Yeah, I feel like that's the problem with this kind of stipulation. Samoa Joe tosses the chair, kicks it into the face of Tomko. But because I will say, the way they're working the match feels chaotic. It feels hard hitting. Like I feel like the match is working well. Besides the constant checking for the bleeding.
This guy.
They're saying Samoa Joe might have just broke his arm because he held it up to block the chair, so he wouldn't bleed on his head. He's lucky his arm didn't bleed from it, to be honest.
I bet you his arm is bleeding.
Wait, the bell is wrong. He's got Tomko in the coquina clutch, and the bell is
If
wrong.
if his forearm is bleeding and he loses because of that, I'm gonna be pissed.
No. Tomko just won. Tomko won. It is. It is bleeding, dude. He had the coquina clutch locked in. They called the match as if you would think Samoa Joe just won, but no, his forearm is bleeding.
I have never in my life seen a first blood match and someone's bleeding from their fucking forearm.
I like it.
What?
I like it.
That's insane.
I like that finish a lot.
I mean, it protects Joe because whatever.
Well, we couldn't see the blood because I feel like they were purposely pulled back a little bit, so you didn't. But I actually liked how they did that.
Well, what I noticed is when he got hit with the chair, they like panned sideways, and you could see Joe like wrapping his arm. I'm wondering if that's when he like did the gig.
I don't know, but I liked how they did that.
I don't know, man. I mean, I get it, but it's also pretty silly.
No, I like
it. It's historically been like you got to believe in the fucking.
No, I don't know if it is. Just because that's what you're used to doesn't mean that it has to be.
I think it's every time it's been like that.
Well, yeah, but
there's been instances where they've said, I think even maybe Cornette has said that referee discretion.
Well, that's always a thing, right?
Now, one of the more hilarious ones of that was uncensored 1999. It was Hogan Flair in a barbed wire cage first blood match.
Oh,
Flair is bleeding within about 4 minutes.
Oh my god!
And because of the stipulation, technically he would have lost. And then on commentary, they're like, well, it's Charles Robinson's discretion. And then like he's gushing.
No, that's bad. That's dumb.
And that's when like Flair becomes corrupt, like president guy or whatever. But it was pretty funny. It was like, this guy is fucked up.
TNA Rough Cut.
TNA Rough Cut, the beginning.
Kip James, like you've never seen him before. He's telling us the story about him and BG. Why is he next to a monster truck?
I don't even. That's just a truck with like lifted.
Right, it's not a monster truck. It's just lifted. You're right. Those tires are huge.
Those are huge.
BG saying how we were asking to get together. I don't care about their time in WWE together, bro. I don't care.
Yeah. So basically, guys, I can tell you exactly how this is going to go. So back in the WWF, I was doing my thing. BG was doing his thing. We weren't getting over, so we took our abilities and we formed a team that became undeniable. You couldn't prevent us from getting over, and that's what we did. We became one of the greatest tag teams ever to step foot in a square circle.
Kip says I was closer to the top than he was, and he laughs, but he's not wrong.
No, it's not really. That's true.
It's
I mean,
one of them is way better than the other one. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
And I think when they're together, they both aren't good.
Kip is the Shawn Michaels to BG James, not even Marty Jr.
Not even, dude. That's the thing. I'm sorry, but it's true.
If we're using the Rockers comparison, Kip is Shawn Michaels, and then BG James is like Leaf Cassidy.
Yeah, he's the villain, but like he's not even good as the secondary.
He's not even good as the new Rockers.
JB is backstage with Father James Mitchell in the background. Judas Macias.
He looks different.
I thought so.
He like cut his hair or something?
It looks like he might have. Don't you ever doubt me again. I have so many secrets on you, Abyss. My number one son, Judas Macias, did exactly what he promised me he would do. Abyss is no more. In a fit of shame, he removed his mask and he walked off into the darkness with his tail shoved firmly up his ass.
Riz.
Abyss, you can join your mother in the loony bin. Brings us to tonight. Rhino. Wino is what he's calling him. Wino. We've all heard your struggles with alcohol. You never listened to me years ago when we were on speaking terms. What? They were on speaking terms, and he didn't take advice from Robert James Mitchell. That's insane, dude.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
So he's saying Judas Messias doesn't drink bathtub gin or anything, but instead he drinks blood.
How is this guy still cutting a promo right now?
He's gonna bite chunk out of him. Bottoms up. Okay, and here comes Rhino.
I don't know how that promo went like 3 minutes. I don't understand.
Well, Rhino is coming out here, and he has the World Drinking Championship in hand. He stole it, and he almost just fucking killed himself getting in the ring. He hit the bottom rope.
He fucked that up. What in the world was that? He tried to throw the belt in, and I think he hooked his arm on the middle rope.
Now we're having weird audio issues. Like, I only have the audio in my left ear. Hopefully that's just our version. See this belt? It's just like you storm a piece of crap.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god!
That's
Oh my god!
belt,
He's smashing it. Well, it's broken now. That represented your skull, because at Destination X, you're going to fall 15 feet head first. Bring out my opponent so I can rip him in half. So I can... With a gore. A gore.
I like how Rhino is treating his opponent like an enhancement guy. He doesn't know his name. He's like, just bring my opponent out. He could have said Judas Messias.
Oh, here he comes.
Another monster that Eric Young would be afraid of.
From the depths of hell.
He's not from fucking Michigan, is he?
Judas Messias? The depths of hell.
The depths of
it's
hell.
Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
Jesus. He's got the weird mask on, which I don't like that it's latex. It looks like, oh, he's spitting the blood.
I don't. What the fuck?
So 3 weeks ago, Abyss came out. He almost was going to fight Scott Steiner. He threw down the chain and then ripped his mask off, turned his back, and left.
Yeah, he's like, guys, I'm Kane. This is 2003 Kane. I'm gonna leave now. See you later.
2003 Kane.
I think Judas Messias went to Sports Clip for this match, and he got a haircut or something. Something's different.
I like how he just took his jacket off like it was pants. Like he just dropped it.
Yeah.
Well, the bell has rung. Wow, even Rhino is significantly larger than him, I feel like.
Yeah.
Judas Messias is not a very large man, I've realized. Coming off the ropes. Counters that arm drag, and then Rhino tosses Messias to the floor. You gotta watch your opponent fall 2 stories onto the mat. Who was the...
I don't care about Judas Messias.
Who was the first Elevation X against? Was it Styles? Or who was it?
Styles and Rhino.
Styles and Rhino. So Rhino is going to be a 2-time Elevation X competitor.
Well, it's just like how Hell in a Cell is the Undertaker's match. Elevation X. It's Rhino's.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, honestly, now that you say it.
Yeah. I hope it's a long running thing here in TNA where it's like every March, dude. I'm not messing with Rhino come March. I'm not doing Elevation X.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not going to be like that, but
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe I'm wrong. Macias comes off the ropes with a clothesline. He's laying in the punches here on the War Machine Rhino. I kind of rather Rhino just squash the shit out of him right now, to be honest with you.
I don't know if there's been a guy with less heat for me than Judas Macias.
I do feel like there was like about a 2-week period where I was like, yeah, he's kind of cool. And then the rest has been pretty boring.
Well, as soon as I said that he is Scott Hall with
Oh, you ruined
purple
it with that,
blood
dude.
going down, it was over. I mean, he probably went to a gear maker, showed him a picture of Scott Hall, and be like, "Hey, I want this,
Make it purple.
but purple." Yeah, and they're like, "Perfect, dude, no problem."
I mean, the knee pads are way worse than the trunks, I would say. I feel like the knee pads just look too identical.
His whole thing is just Scott Hall. It's Scott Hall if he was a demon.
Demon Scott. Why is he going to the top rope? Judas Macias climbing to the top. Frog Splash misses it. And you know what that means. Rhino is going to line it up.
There you go. All right, let's get this over with.
Gore! 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 And that's a 3. So, Bob, this is a great time to tell you that Judas Macias has returned to AAA. And he was not scheduled for much since the Abyss feud ran its course. He was asking for a contract to match what he's earned in Mexico, but was turned down. The door isn't shut on using him when he's needed in the future, but unfortunately for him, this is his final match here in TNA, and I don't think we see him again ever.
Oh, James, that's James Storm. James Storm with the last call.
Wow.
Okay, so Judas Macias, his run here in TNA is over.
Yep.
And I like how you said that they said that the door was open to use them if needed in the future, and it turns out it's that future is not ever
Well,
in our timeline.
in our timeline, I think that's an important part because technically, in 2013, he comes back for 2 one-night only pay-per-views, and then technically, he made another appearance at a combined show they just did in the last couple of years here. I just can't remember which one it is, and I can't find it. Raisha Saeed is talking for Awesome Kong backstage. She's going to destroy everything in her path. Well, now she's going to address the swine, ODB, and Gail Kim. You both have committed a terrible mistake. Both have committed an act of war. Your fate has been sealed. And then here comes LAX. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Homicide trying to get a sneak peek. He grabbed her, I guess it's the skirt of her outfit, but. Did they just say Kong? Kong is going to be in action with Salinas next?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not going to go very well.
Not for Salinas.
No.
Elevation X returns. Pay-per-view. Yo.
Well, I don't have any notes about anyone in this match. Wow, she's like running to the ring.
Well, they were probably like, you had 2 minutes plus entrances, and she's like, well, I want to actually do something. So,
Do you like her dance moves?
no.
There was an interview recently on Bubba the Love Sponge, everyone's favorite radio host, with Randy Couture.
Jesus Christ.
And he talked about doing a grappling match with Kurt Angle, and they are negotiating for that.
If I was TNA,
Yeah.
I would be like, Kurt, every time you do an interview and you mention MMA, you have to pay us 10.
But this one was Randy Couture was talking about it.
I'm just saying that anytime Kurt Angle were to talk about it, 10 grand, because he'd end up working for free.
I mean, that's true. There was also, if you remember, we talked about Kurt Angle appearing at the UFC 81 event. So the footage that they shot from that event, UFC 81, is actually going to be used to promote the Mind Freak show with Chris Angel when the episode that Angle was in, which was shot on the day of the UFC show when that actually appears. They decided not to do anything showing him at UFC. I think in TNA here. I think we would have seen that by now. And just for fun,
Yeah,
I did look up because I couldn't remember. I've seen all of the Mind Freak TV stuff. I could not remember when Kurt Angle was on, so I watched his segment last night, and it is hilarious.
Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube. To briefly describe it, as Kong is beating the shit out of Salinas right now. Chris Angle does a trick, and well, it's an illusion. It's an escape where he's handcuffed to a car that is driving off of a cliff, and it goes off the cliff and explodes. And Kurt Angle starts crying. He's like in tears. He's like, "Oh my god, it went wrong. It went wrong." He's like freaking out, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny to traumatize somebody. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, but he's like,
it's great.
There's no way he knew him before, and then he just watches him go off a cliff, and he's like, "Oh my god!" I will send it to you, and you can watch it after, and you can tell me how funny it is.
Well, here's the thing. You mentioned Chris Angel. I've been wanting to watch. Oh my god, the spinning back fist by Kong there. Oh, and then she's gonna do the implant post apparently.
Nope.
I've been wanting to watch David Blaine clips.
Awesome bomb.
Oof. Awesome bomb. That will do it. I've been wanting to watch David Blaine clips because I want to figure out how he can swallow a piece of string and then pull it out of his belly. I need to know.
Wow. Would there not be a better competitor than Salinas to do the implant buster too? I mean, come on.
What are you trying to say?
I just think it's a good person to do it to.
She's natural.
Yeah, you're right.
She's natural.
Yeah, I mean,
that is a great finishing move name because every single female wrestler, for the most part, has implants.
Well, we're going backstage to ODB and Gal. Now, these two were beating each other up last week, and now they're standing next to each other for an interview, so that's kind of funny. I know firsthand that Kong can be beat. At Destination X, it's going to be a different story. Because there's going to be two of us. Kong, we know your weakness. When you're taken off your feet, you have no power anymore.
I feel like that applies to really anybody.
Crystal says, that sounds like a great strategy and all, but what if Kong gets knocked off her feet? Who's going to get the pin? ODB's looking at Crystal like, excuse me? The better wrestler. That's who gets the pin. I mean, yeah, that's usually how it goes. Ew, ODB's like spitting. She's like chewing. Okay, here's the lineup for Destination X. ODB versus Awesome Kong versus Gail Kim Knockouts title. That's a crazy match.
I'm going to go with Kong. Kong's winning that one.
Elevation X, James Storm with Miss Jacqueline against Rhino.
I'm going to go with Rhino.
Petey Williams with Raka Khan versus Black Machismo for the X Division title.
I say PD.
Robert Roode with Peyton Banks against Booker T with Tracy Brooks. Stand by your man strap match. Wait a second.
I don't know. That's a toss-up. I don't know.
Tracy Brooks, that's her man. Christian Cage giving Samoa Joe against the Angle Alliance in the 6-man tag.
It's her man that she's supporting.
I know. It's
Dallas.
funny. I just don't know if Sharmell would approve. That's all I'm saying.
I can't emotionally handle Sharmell coming back and misunderstanding the stipulation and being like, Booker, are you cheating on me with Tracy? Like, what are we doing?
Okay, but we are heading into the 6 sides of steel. It is up in the ring. Christian Cage is coming out. We're at 1 hour, 6 minutes, 40 seconds into the show. And I have 2 more notes I'm going to tell you here during the entrances. First off, Lockdown didn't get off to a great start with their ticket sales in the first weekend for the 7,800 seat arena that they booked. As the first weekend of sales, they had only sold 2 rows of ringside, which were priced at about $150. They're going with a bottom price of $20. That's the cheapest you can buy. So
this is for
Lockdown.
Destination X?
Lockdown.
Or Lockdown.
And then my final note for you, I scrolled past some extra Kurt Angle fun for you. He said that the company's goal is to match SmackDown in the ratings, and he wants it to happen in 1 year. He praised Booker for how much he's helped the younger guys, and Angle said it made him realize he wasn't doing as much as he could. And he also said that TNA has given him a schedule that allows him to clean up his life. He said that he was the one who got Bobby Lashley his WWE tryout, and there's a possibility that he may come to TNA. Lashley and Booker or I think it's supposed to say Angle and Booker are both recruiting him to come to TNA. So it sounds like there's some friends trying to help out friends here. Will Bobby Lashley come to TNA? Time will tell.
Now, here's the logic, my man. Remember when Brock Lesnar was trying to get into TNA?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that didn't work.
No, I still like.
Speaking of which, you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look this up.
Go on. What are we looking up?
I'm gonna tell you here in a minute. Okay, so remember back on February 2nd, Brock Lesnar had his first ever fight with Frank Mir. Right. Now, this is approximate. Yeah, this is approximate. But the pay-per-view buy rate for that.
Oh.
Now, so TNA's monthly pay-per-views are usually around 25 to 35,000. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lesnar Frank Mir fight was estimated around 300 to 400,000 pay-per-view buys.
Oh, holy shit.
So it looks like maybe Lesnar would have been a good investment.
But okay, so comparison's sake,
I'm sorry.
are other UFC fights doing just as high without Brock?
I don't really see the relevance in that.
I'm just wondering, because if UFC 80 did 25,000 buys, and then you got 300,000 because Brock Lesnar's on it.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to think if there is a. Okay, let's see. Okay, so like UFC 80, as you were mentioning, did 225.
That's a pretty big jump.
And then, okay, so what I just told you was inaccurate.
Oh.
So the real number for Mir and Lesnar was actually 650,000.
No way. He got 400,000 more people to buy the show. That's fucking nuts. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, if you're wondering, okay, Bob, but what about like UFC 82?
Is he on that?
325. No.
Dude. What in the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like really, really crazy.
I'm just saying, if Lesnar, that might be an all-time fumble if it's accurate that all that Jarrett had to do was pay Lesnar the same that he's paying Kurt.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Normally I hate when people say, "Oh, they missed this guy" or whatever, but like that actually feels like a legit mistake.
Yeah.
Powerbomb against the cage. Kurt did that to Christian.
Because here's my next point. Like how much? Like I don't know if we really know the number that Kurt's making a year, but how much less or whatever is Booker making compared to Kurt? Like he's probably not making Kurt money, but it's probably not like far off.
I think that's a good point. Kurt coming in and making the money that he's making, which assuming is pretty good, I think starts to eventually set a standard for a lot of guys who are jumping, assuming they're big names, right? And you could assume that like Booker would be the next one who would theoretically make some decent money, because I'm sure Christian is not making nearly as much.
No way.
Like not even close.
No way.
I wouldn't be surprised if Christian took a cut to come to TNA. Although, did he get fired or did he let his contract? I can't remember.
I'm sure.
I can't remember. I think he let his contract lapse, right?
Yeah, he didn't renew. I would say all of them that jump are technically taking a pay cut.
Well, that's a good point. You'd assume so, at least.
Yeah. Well, speaking of money, and I just thought about this. Like Sting did resign, right? Like we know that.
I think that we did hear a very brief note a few weeks back that was like, yeah, Sting signed.
Okay. I just want to point out that this guy is continually doing 1-year contracts. We are now in the beginning of March, and we have not seen him once.
Don't expect to, I bet you, until at least lockdown.
So that's my point, is that this guy's signing for a year contract. He's like mulling over it. And then at the max this year, we'll see him 8 months.
Well, and part of that might be so then they can maximize how many impacts he's on.
Well, I guess that's
I feel like that's what the deal is. That being said, if theoretically he's appearing at lockdown, random guess, as Angle just went for the Olympic Slam and was countered into a DDT by Christian. If he's appearing at lockdown,
this has been a pretty good cage match, by the way.
Pretty what?
This has been a good
Yes,
cage match.
I was thinking the same. I wanted to make sure I heard you correctly. You'd think you'd want to advertise Sting and get him back on TV so your 7,800 seat arena could sell maybe a little bit faster.
Yeah, that would.
Just a thought.
That would be ideal.
Now we have a month, but
I feel you would want to maximize that. I feel like Sting needs to make an appearance of some kind at Destination X.
Yeah, I agree.
Or a tease at least. That way it's like pretty clear that he's going to be there at lockdown.
A little lights out action or something. Oh no. Christian on the top rope. Belly to belly suplex, but no, Christian's able to break off. Going for that frog splash. Nails it on Kurt Angle. We got to see that again. Keith in the truck.
Guys in the truck. We need the replay.
Oh yes, this is an escape match. I forgot that. Okay, lining up for the Olympic Slam. Nope, countered again. Christian with that arm drag. Then Oh, he tried to run into Kurt, but he sidestepped, and Christian just ran right into the steel cage. It makes that steel unforgiving.
I don't know if Don West realizes, but he doesn't need to sell me on the fact that running full force into steel is going to hurt.
Look at that. Kurt was climbing to the top, but was stopped. And now they're both on the top rope.
Have you noted again that Kurt's wearing the socks like that?
I'm trying to just ignore it at this point.
Okay.
I noticed in the segments and stuff last week he had him on too, so I was like, I guess that's his look now. Socks and shoes.
You know what he's doing it for? Probably his action figure.
Yeah, TNA doesn't have the action figure deal at this moment, so bad time to try to do that.
I'm just saying.
That's a thing that wrestlers do, though. Gotta mix up your
I
outfits.
do, yeah.
Change your hairstyle, you get a new action figure. Oh shit. Olympic slam off the top rope. That was a big one. Because Cage was trying to climb out, and Kurt stopped him and hit that Olympic slam right off the top.
Oh boy.
Oh, I just saw a Shark Boy 24/7 shirt in the crowd, so I need one of those. Going on eBay again right now. Hold on. TNA Shark Boy shirt.
Kurt going for the door. Earl Hebner has it open. And what if he slammed on Kurt's head? That'd be great. And then reveal his shirt saying, "Damn right, I did it."
Christian dragged Kurt back in.
That is so. Christian pulls Kurt away from the door and then like casually tries to walk by him and then gets put in the ankle lock. Like, of course that's gonna happen.
There's no Shark Boy shirts on eBay. Look at that. Christian Cage almost got all the way out. And then he's pulling on the steps.
Now his feet have to touch, not just
That's
his
right.
hands, his feet.
Kringle wailing on Christian Cage here. Crowd's getting into this as he's going for Olympic Slam again, but Christian jumped out. Unprettier? Is he going to hit it? Nope. Slams Christian Cage into the steel cage. German suplex. And he holds on. Maintaining the grip. And there's another one. Oh, Christian locked his leg around the back of Kurt to stop him from hitting more German suplexes in a row. Oh, I thought Kurt Angle was going to land on his head. From that, I guess it was sort of a back suplex, but Kurt flipped.
Incredibly competitive Impact main event.
It is. It's just such a random that they're doing a cage match without advertising it. But what do I know?
Yeah.
A month out from lockdown.
You know what, maybe. Right. Maybe the approach here is like, you never know what's going to happen on Impact.
Could be that. It also could be, hey, lockdown tickets are on sale.
Yeah.
So I do think there's reasoning here. Look at this ankle lock on the top rope. That's pretty impressive.
It's not that we're saying we hate that this is happening, but promote it would be
Yeah.
a good idea.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Christian just flipped himself from the top rope out of the ankle lock and Kurt flew. I mean, honestly, if this was a title match, I'd be pretty happy right now. This is definitely a solid cage match between these two.
This is quite good.
He's going out the door. Kurt sweeps the leg of Christian Cage while he kicks the shit out of it.
I kicked your knee out of your knee. I kicked your leg out of your leg, whatever Owen said.
Kurt trying to get out, and Christian is grabbing Kurt's foot, and he's punching him, and a few more kicks, weaken Christian Cage a little bit more while his leg's caught.
Does Christian really not know how to get his leg out of that?
Earl just shuts the cage. He's like, we ain't playing this game.
I was just thinking that. What if Kurt just climbs out
And
of
that's
the
what Kurt's doing. He waved goodbye. He's starting to climb.
Now Christian could just literally roll to his left and have the
Look
door
at
open
it.
and get eliminated, and then escape.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Drop down, Kurt. He was somehow caught. Christian got out, climbed up, grabbed him by the head, holding his singlet.
This is so stupid.
Are we about to do a draw, Bob? That means no.
No, a double drop down?
We're both fighting on the outside of the cage. Oh, yeah, we are. We're doing a draw. Jesus Christ. Who hit first? Who won? And look who's standing there, Earl Hebner. Do we really trust that dude to decide who landed first?
We're supposed to rely on Earl fucking Hebner right now?
He's saying Christian, but where's the evidence?
Even Kurt's like, what are you talking about?
Now, do I think that...
Where's the replay?
No, Kurt fell first, dude. Right? They're not showing it. They don't want to show it.
They're not showing it. They're not showing it.
They know it's too close to call. Okay, Tomko and Styles out here. Throw Christian back into the 6 heads of steel. Is the rest of the unlikely alliance going to come out here? Is Tomko's locking them inside of the cage?
With Tomko's history, Tomko's history as being a prison guard, he knows how to lock a cage.
He's taken quite some time to do that, but you're right. Angle or Olympic Slam, Styles Clash.
There you go.
And look, I think Samoa Joe. Yeah, Samoa Joe just ran out ringside. He's trying to rip open the door. It didn't work. So he just grabbed a chair, which he's going to hit the door with, I'm sure.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. Oh, no, he's got like a hammer or something.
He's trying to climb up here now.
I don't think that it doesn't work that way.
And AJ's choking Christian Cage in there. You think Kevin Nash is going to climb up to get in?
I'm going to go with a no.
He's trying to rip it off.
I don't even think he wanted to walk up the steps, honestly.
They're trying to break it. Break down the chain with the chair. My favorite. I love when they do that. Wow. And Bob, we are going off the air with a music video here to continue to hype up the Destination X show. So, showing off Elevation X again and all that kind of good stuff. So we ended there with Kurt having the ankle lock and Joe and Kevin Nash unable to get inside of the steel cage.
I literally can't think of the bit, but it's like people trying to figure something out that it's so obvious how to figure it out and they can't do it. Like, how do we do this? Why can't we figure this out? And like they can't open the cage door.
Stand by your man strap match, Elevation X, the women's or knockouts, 3-way title match. We have the 6-man main event. We got a bunch of matches, Bob. I have it pulled up. We know every single match. No, I guess technically besides one. On the show. So they loaded us up pretty good. How are you feeling about this episode as we are finally going off the air here? It's about to. There we go.
I thought that was a pretty good show. The cage match especially was
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think it was a better show than I was expecting. I think those 3 stipulation matches that kind of gave the stakes to the main event at Destination X really helped the show. There was a lot less bullshit between matches on the show, I noticed. It was a lot of action and less bullshit talking, and I really like that. We got the crap out of the way with
Yep, that's usually pretty
Yeah,
good.
we got the crap out of the way with Jim Cornette in the beginning of the show, and once that was done, a couple interviews in the back, but that's fine. No big deal.
Yeah. Now they did. What I did notice on this show is that they did run down the pay-per-view card like 4 times. So I'm not going to do my trademark like, hey, this is what we're going to see at Destination X, because quite frankly, I think we know enough about it. So yeah, pretty good go home show heading into the pay-per-view. And I would say for a clear secondary pay-per-view, I think I'm like looking forward to it.
I agree. I think the only bummer is that 6-man main event match that they're really hyping up, there's no stakes to it. It just like exists.
Well, do we know like there's an advantage? But
we just know that it's going to be a 2-on-3 handicap for 5 minutes, but like, what does that do?
So it's a handicap match, but the baby faces have the advantage.
Yeah, which I don't know. I don't understand, and I also if the unlikely alliance of Samoa Joe, Kevin Nash, Christian Cage win that match, so what?
Right, yeah, but here's the thing. Remember, I think it was last year's lockdown or whatever, when on the pre-show they had technically said, right, like, whoops, this is what we're doing. What if they say like on some kind of pre-show or whatever, it turns out Kurt Angle fell first?
So I was wondering that.
We gotta.
They could do either, Kurt Angle fell first. Here's the video of it, and they could switch it. They could also add a stipulation of some kind. Hey, if Samoa Joe gets, the winner for his team or something, then he's gonna get a title shot. They could, although technically he has one, right?
But he has it, right? He's known to be getting lockdown with Kurt.
I think so. See, this is why I don't know. That's the only thing that I don't like about this show.
There's no stakes in that main event. I agree. You're right.
There's some decent heat behind it. Don't get me wrong. I think they've actually built up the feud pretty well. It's just there's nothing for me to want. I honestly don't care what team wins. It doesn't matter to me.
It's a TV main event that you're building as your.
To be honest, talking about this live Impact, that'd be a great live Impact main event.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to pay for it. That being said, though, I know we keep trashing that match. Booker T and Rude has tons of heat. Tons. Elevation X is usually it's like that spectacle. Is it going to be a 5-star match? No, but it'll be fun to watch at least. The Knockouts 3-way, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And I cannot wait to see Brother Ray get slapped with a fucking fish in the fish market street fight. So I do think there's a lot to look forward to. Even if the main event is kind of like a nothing burger. But
yeah. No, I absolutely agree. All right. Well, that wraps up our build for Destination X. Our next episode is, in fact, Destination X, which will be on March 9th, 2008. And it's from the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. So until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Konnichiwa!